Assalamu alaikum, this is Aamna and you're watching Hiss. It's a new channel. Ab tak aap something hot pe mujhe dekhte the Hasan ke saath. We were covering television, we were covering film, bahut se actors, bahut se reviews. This is a new channel. We'll be covering fashion and lifestyle. This program is called the Hiss Muse, in which we'll be connecting with a muse, somebody who influences people, somebody who is beautiful to look at, has a lot to say about fashion. हमने कभी मॉडल्स को प्रोफाइल ही नहीं किया. हमें पता ही नहीं है कि जो लोग इतना काम करते हैं, इतने मेहनत करते हैं, they're out there, they look beautiful, they're working under really, really bad conditions. उनकी जिंदगी कैसी है, उनका काम कैसा है, how do they, what is their life like? So this is the Muse. So today's Muse is Fatima Hasan, somebody we all follow on Instagram. जब उनका सुबह पर्दा उठता है, वो बड़ा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सा पर्दा, जहाँ उनकी कॉफी बनती है, that's like a regular for all of us. We follow her to work. We follow her on shoots and बड़े glamorous shoots हैं. हर brand के साथ उन्होंने काम किया है. But she's a very intelligent person and she has a lot to say. We want to know, how is it to work for fashion? How is it actually to work for these brands? How does she dress as an individual? हम जब models को देखते हैं और जब content creators को देखते हैं, तो a lot of it is paid content. We don't know what she's really like in real life. So I hope you will enjoy the Hiss Muse, and I see Fatima coming in right now. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for such a sweet introduction.
All have been working for so long, but we rarely get to profile you.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but I think with me it's a little bit different because I'm also on Instagram and I'm very active on Instagram. I feel like people do get to see a lot of the real me, who is Fatima Hasan, when she's not shooting, when she's having an off day, when she's in her pajamas, when she's going out to meet her friends.
Yeah, when she's making coffee.
When she's making coffee. Well, then you don't see me, you only see the coffee.
You see the coffee. I want to ask you how that happened, because it's become a regular now, right? The whole coffee making routine.
I mean, मुझे लगता है उसको अब नजर लग गई because my coffee machine खराब हो गई है. It's down, hasn't been working. I'm very upset about it, and it's brand new. I just got it like 3.5 months ago. But it's still under warranty, so let's see.
So Fatima, I have so many questions. I mean, I want to ask you, and people would want to know that, a model's life is so glamorous. But is it more glamour or more hard work? There's a lot of hard work that people don't see.
I agree with you. I honestly think it's more hard work.
It's more hard work.
More than glamour. It is more than glamour. I think it's rarely ever glamorous. It's mostly hard work. Yes, we have wonderful teams that make us look glamorous. It's the designers and their beautiful clothes. We have makeup artists and hairstylists who are constantly touching us up. Zara sa pasina aaya, kar liya. Zara sa baal teda.
You're not worried about anything.
I mean, we are, but we know it'll get taken care of, And then so many things happen post pe, jisko kehte hain ki edit pe hoga, ki airbrushing, Photoshop. The sky's the limit. But what is actually happening over there is a completely different story.
Completely different. I was seeing one of your stories and it was, I think, 41 degrees outside. And you were in bridals and I was like, oh God, himmat hai in logon ki वैसे वाकई.
Yeah, they're heavy और वो काट रहे होते हैं और वो 40-40 किलो के होते हैं. यहाँ पे सूरज बिल्कुल मुंह पे.
और फिर lights भी लगी होती हैं.
Tapish lights. It's
not easy.
It's not for the weak-hearted. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We traveled together last year.
We did. That was so much fun.
वो एक और extreme थी. It was so cold, and you had to wear lawn. In the cold weather.
Extreme.
So incidentally, we're also here at Zainab Chottani's studio today.
Yeah.
So,
full circle.
Full circle.
So
I know.
I just want to tell everybody that's how I first met. Of course, everybody knows the Aamna Isani, but that's the first time that I personally met her and got to spend some time with her. It was Zainab Chottani shoot in Turkey. This was in 2020. And here we are 2 years later.
And we were in Izmir, I remember.
Store in Izmir.
We were in Izmir and it was so cold.
It was so cold.
And you guys were absolute super troopers because you were in high heels and lawn and hum log jackets pehen ke aur coffee pee ke chutte rahe. And you guys were like, it's quite amazing. It's quite amazing.
We had a really supportive team also that, made it bearable for us.
Yeah, but Fatima, the purpose behind this show is to change people's perceptions. And we're going to talk about this when we sit down upstairs. So should we just go around for a bit and make our way up?
I'm just going to dump my stuff here so that we can be comfortable and then check out some clothes.
Let's check out some clothes.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. So another purpose of this show is that, I'm somebody who's going to hit 50 in another 2 years. And a lot of people, mashallah, and a lot of people say that, we look at models and we see how they look and how they dress and they look beautiful, but we're not built like that. So how would we look in those clothes?
Absolutely. Which is why I think it's so important to have representation, all kinds of body types, all kinds of heights and sizes and different skin colors. I actually think Zainab does a pretty good job.
Yeah, she's got diversity. So this is, I think, this is her lawn, or whatever remains of it, because I think she sells out. Exactly. There's like 5 outfits left of the lawn, and this is the formals. And I think the Eid collection is there. So now I want to know, what would you wear? What would Fatima Hasan pick out to wear?
Okay. So now it depends on the occasion.
Yeah.
Give me an occasion, give me an event, and I will...
Okay, Eid lunch.
I am somebody who thinks less is more. In my daily life, in my personal style, my sense of fashion and style is very minimalistic.
Right.
Very clean.
Right.
Less is more. Ye to bahut hi less ho jayega, not this. But Eid lunch, I would do something like this.
Something like this.
I would, I think it's beautiful. The color is gorgeous and rich.
It's a beautiful kind of a bottle emerald green.
Yeah, I would just do some nice earrings and, a pair of...
And it's got a very contemporary cut. It's got a box pleat at the front.
I wouldn't even do heels. I would just do some really cute flats. And I'm ready. Even kussas. I'm actually really into kussas these days. And I love oversized. That's also my style. I like baggy,
so now in your expert opinion, should only very thin people wear oversized clothes?
No, absolutely not. I think that is a myth. I think that people should not let style and trends dictate what they should wear. Ye baat hai. Now, having said that, I do think that loose silhouettes are very flattering. I feel like they flatter everyone.
Yeah.
Tight silhouettes, and that's just my personal opinion, I don't think they're flattering, not to a thin person even.
But a tight silhouette, if you're going to a club and you're wearing a cocktail dress, sure, let it be tight. If you're wearing a dress, a column dress, let it be tight. But shalwar kameez, but not tight, no tight clothes, especially in summer.
Exactly.
Especially in summer. A lot of women feel that, if they're large or plus size, if they wear tight clothes, they'll look smaller. But that's not true. That's not true, guys.
Yeah, that's not true. Try it out, see what makes you feel comfortable, that's what I tell people.
Achha, so I am not a pastel person at all. I gravitate towards tribal colors.
That's excellent.
So I wouldn't wear this. I would love to pick up the black. लेकिन अब ईद पे तो नहीं black पहनते but for summer.
मैंने भी यही सोचा. Wait, by the way, I did not pick out a
You didn't. You picked out the
grey. Which is very uncharacteristic of me. वो भी lunch के लिए. I don't know. Something about this color is so attractive.
It is a beautiful color. Yeah, so we know how many times you change your outfit in a day.
Don't believe everything you see on Instagram.
Sometimes
it's just for the video.
All content creation.
Okay, I would love to wear this for my Eid lunch. This is my pick.
This is a beautiful color.
Again, it's not a pastel.
It's not a pastel. Yeah, you just said you love pastels.
I know, but something about these colors. I think it's, bright and vibrant.
But it's
uplifting.
Also Eid. I mean, it's Eid. Yeah, it's Eid, so bright and uplifting. Ajay, somehow my eye is going that side.
Let's go there.
And these prints are something that I'm loving.
You like the tribal situation.
I do. There's a tribal situation happening here, and I love all of these. I love the fact that they're bright and vibrant. I love the fact that they look loose, and I touched the fabric a while ago, and it's like melt.
It's actually very
It's like
soft.
Beautiful fabric.
This is a very good choice.
है ना?
I have to say.
Yeah.
It's breathable, it's light, it's comfortable.
It's comfortable, exactly.
और क्या चाहिए?
और क्या चाहिए?
And प्यारा है, it's attractive to look at.
Lovely. I think they're two different fabrics. This is like a linen kind of a thing, but it's thanda, and this is a silk thing.
Oh, you're right. You know, interestingly, I'm a model, but I know nothing about
fabric,
clothes, embroidery. And I have no interest. मुझे जरा भी interesting है.
अच्छा, तो कुछ कोई कपड़े दे दे मैं पहन. Do you ever buy your clothes anymore?
Eastern wear, I'll be very honest, not really.
नहीं ना?
Not really.
Perks of being a model.
Not really.
You don't have to buy. If you like something,
I think perks of being having an Instagram presence,
a content
influencer, content creator. That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's a 3-story building, so the bridals are on the ground floor. So you're already married, and so am I. So we don't need to we don't need to see the bridals. We're going to the first floor. So because I have a knee problem, and a lot of women like me who are going to avoid stairs should know that there's an elevator here.
That's excellent.
So let's head upstairs then.
Let's head upstairs. And we're here. So wait, what clothes do we have on the first floor?
I think this is Tara.
Tara.
So Tara is Zainab's younger sister and her daughter. Yeah. Their names combined in one.
That's
so it's like it's so cute.
Tuba and Zara.
Yes,
Zara.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think this is a younger line for younger girls. Really anybody.
I think it's more affordable.
But, yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot here that I would definitely wear.
Same.
Henna?
100%.
100%.
And also they have a small Western wear line, which I think is super cute.
Yeah. These are so wearable, right? It's like a really soft linen.
मेरी आंखें फौरन Western wear पे जाती हैं. Because that's my personal taste, and I cannot.
I don't know what their sizes are like, though. That is the litmus test, actually.
That is actually.
Do they have the sizing? But
lots of beautiful bright colors, by the way. Very vibrant.
I love the solids.
I love the solids too. You know, you can never go wrong with solids, by the way.
True.
कोई भी solid रंग पहन.
I mean, black and white is a no-brainer.
Classic.
You cannot go wrong with black and white.
No.
And generally, you can't go wrong with the solid.
Exactly.
Yeah, na? This is so wearable.
This is so pretty.
This is so wearable.
This is very, very pretty.
I was in America last month, and यहाँ ये होता है that, you know, I tend to pick up whatever I can fit in. वहाँ ये था that I fit into everything because everything goes up to like XXL. And you fit into absolutely everything. And I had to really stop myself from buying everything and say, nahi, baki chahiye kya, you know? But sizes really need to.
They have such an array of sizes,
they do.
You're right.
They
Everything under, मतलब हमारे यहाँ 3 होते हैं, small, medium, large, बात खत्म. वहाँ पे 20 की range होगी.
Absolutely.
Petite and this and XXS.
And you know, a longer leg or
exactly.
You know, it's like, yeah.
That's really helpful for me actually because things, I tend to find that things here are very short on me. Because I'm a tall girl.
So how tall are you?
So I'm almost 5'10".
Right.
And kabhi pant hogi choti, to kabhi kameez, you know, sleeves. I'll never get a good full sleeve. It's always going to be up until here.
Right.
So that's a real problem.
That is, yeah. But these designs are really good.
And I love that little range
shells as well.
There. I love this. Yep. Again, pastels. I love yellows. I don't know, in the summers I just...
Oh, I love yellow.
It's such a happy, like, vibe.
Yeah. Yellow is my happy color.
Right?
It's like, totally.
Mine too.
Totally.
I realized मैंने नीचे भी एक yellow mustard type pick किया था.
This blue I'm really liking.
This one?
This one.
Oh, this
I love
one,
the kind of, you know, the embroidery on it.
But I'm also really liking the red.
So Fatima, 3 years into fashion and as a model, do you see yourself more as a model or as a content creator?
Oh my God, I get asked this question all the time and I dread answering it. One would think कि इतनी दफा मुझसे पूछा गया है, I would have perfected an answer by now. मुझे पता होगा कि मैं ये बोलूँगी.
No, but what's the honest answer?
The honest answer is that I have my days where I'm more of a model and I have my days where I'm more of a content creator. That's honestly what it is. I can tell you what's more rewarding.
Yeah, what's more enjoyable?
Honestly, I love being a content creator. And I love being whatever you want to call it, be it a blogger or an influencer. I love sharing my life with people, and I love that they are a part of my life, and that, you know, they feel like they know me, they send me their messages, they send me their love and their duas, and it's amazing. It feels like I have an extended circle of friends and family. What more could one want? Itna pyar, itna support, love, duas. ठीक है, कभी-कभी hate भी हमें मिलती है, ऐसी बात नहीं है. It's not always hunky-dory and fun. But I just feel so blessed and grateful to have my own community of support. It's something
I feel like you don't get as much hate and trolling as most models or most people in fashion do get. Have you ever thought about it? कि ऐसा क्यों है?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, you know, it's not like I'll never get a hate comment or here and there. But look, I think there's a difference between actors and models or content creators, influencers. Okay, so now what happens is कि जो actors हैं, they're
in the mass public eye.
They're really in the public eye. Yes, 100%. So जब आपकी following भी इतनी बड़ी और इतना ज़्यादा public eye में होते हैं, तो naturally, proportionately आपको hate, love भी उतना ज़्यादा मिलेगा, hate भी उतनी ज़्यादा मिलेगी. मगर इसमें I thought about this a lot, and I honestly feel like in our country, people don't realize that actors are just actors. वो उन्होंने सारा के रोल में एक एक्ट्रेस को पसंद कर लिया ड्रामे में.
जज्बाती हो जाता है ना.
अब उनके लिए वो एक्ट्रेस सारा ही है, जिसका मियाँ जो उसको मारता है और वो बड़ी सैड, वो ही है. वो ये नहीं सोचेंगे that she has her own life, वो सिर्फ एक रोल कर रही है कैमरा पे. So now when they see her outside of Sara, maybe in jeans, ड्रामे में Sara wears शलवार कमीज, but ड्रामे से बाहर Sara
वो accept नहीं करते.
They cannot accept it.
But I have another theory for you.
Okay, chal.
I feel it's also because you're married, and Azam, your husband, is like a figure on your stories. तो लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि ये शादीशुदा हैं, तो शायद ये ज़्यादा शरीफ हैं. That is the perception.
It's quite possible.
How much pressure is there to post every day? I mean, how important is it?
There's some pressure. I'm not going to lie. It's just how you handle it. Some days I'm good with it. Some days I'm not. Some days I do feel the pressure. I feel like, oh my God, I'm not posting. You know, I've been resting. I need to put my face out there. My followers are waiting. Also because people message me.
Yeah.
People say, आज आपकी story नहीं आई.
आपकी coffee नहीं बनाई आपने आज.
आज coffee नहीं बनाई. आप ठीक हैं, आप किधर हैं, सब ठीक है. And while that's very sweet and very endearing, it can be a little bit, you know.
And yeah, a bit demanding.
Little bit of pressure.
लोगों को ख्याल है it's really easy कि सुबह उठे, you know, अपने पर्दे की तस्वीर लगा दी, coffee बना ली.
This is a direct reference to my story.
Yeah, I mean, talking about you, that people might be thinking that it's so easy, but it's not really, is it? How exhausting is content creation?
You know, I have my days. Some days it just comes very naturally.
By the way, I love the parde wali picture. It's really cool. It's like a subah ho gayi hai, you know, that
That's
kind of
so
thing. Yeah.
Sweet. I love how in the introduction you said, जब उनका पर्दा उठता है तो हमारी सुबह होती है, उनकी coffee बनती है, हमारी coffee. But no, it's honestly, I love doing it. It comes very naturally to me. I do it because I love it, not because I have to do it.
Yeah.
But yes, at the same time, sometimes you feel the pressure, you know. Sometimes you're just having a day where आपसे नई stories बन रही हैं. Yeah, you don't feel like showing your face. It's just want to be quiet by yourself, not film anything. And in those days, sometimes you feel the pressure कि इतने सारे लोग हैं, they're waiting for me, they want to see what I'm up to. And not just that, they send messages as well, you know, which is very sweet and endearing. I mean, they'll say, are you okay? आप कहाँ हैं? आज आपकी story नहीं आई, आज आपने coffee नहीं लगाई या बनाई. And it's endearing, it's really sweet, but sometimes you feel the pressure as well.
Do you ever
it's all
feel
about
that
how
you manage it? No, sorry, मैंने बात काटी है.
नहीं, मैं यही कह रही थी कि it's all about how you manage it. You know, I mean, some days I'm good at managing it, and I think I'm getting better at managing it with time.
Yeah.
You know, and not letting that pressure get to me because then that affects what you portray also.
Absolutely. So one reward of being a social media content creator is that you pick up, like you said, an extended family. You know, people who are with you every morning, who are viewers and, you know, who are fans and all of that. But there's another benefit as well, कि आजकल के लिए खास तौर पे, especially in the last 2 years of COVID years, there's a lot of revenue generation as well.
Oh, 100%.
Right? That influencers and people who are new to the field पूछते हैं कि यार आप पैसे कैसे बनाते हैं Instagram पे? So we know that brands will approach you for posts, you know, and so that is also quite lucrative.
It's 100% lucrative. You know, that's what people do. I mean, मैं तो modeling भी करती हूँ side पे. I don't know, side पे, if that's the right thing to say. But yeah, लोग अपना घर चलाते हैं. लोगों की रोजी रोटी है. ये मेरी रोजी रोटी है. I pay my bills.
Right.
Of course, it pays very well. These days, you know how it is. It's all about social media. It's all about digital media.
Yeah.
And YouTube पे तो खैर YouTube pays you for, you know, per view and all of that.
Yes.
Instagram, we haven't really like reached that stage in Pakistan where we can monetize Instagram, but yes, brands pay us for sponsored content.
Yeah. So and that's great.
It's great. It's good money. It's great. Brands realize that influencers have a great reach. People want to wear what they're wearing. They want to do what they're doing. And you know, because we're authentic, consumers are more likely to kind of buy what they're endorsing.
Because it's real. It comes across as real most of the time.
Yeah.
So what is your advice to people who want to start Instagram accounts and who want to become sort of, you know, make it a profession?
Don't sit on it. Don't think about it. Just do it. And I mean, I know this is going to sound very cliched, but be you. Actually everyone else is taken वाकई में, and if you, and there's only one of you, आपकी हर बात, हर experience is unique to the person next to you. Even your own sibling is different from you. So if you put out your authentic self, you will 100% resonate with people.
And consistency.
And consistency is very important.
ऐसा नहीं आप कर सकते कि एक दिन करें और फिर आप
Oh no, then you do it seriously. Then you take it as a job and you do it seriously and consistently.
Yeah. Okay, so over to the other side, जो आपने कहा मैं side पे modeling भी करती हूँ.
ये पता नहीं मेरे मुंह से गलती से निकल आया. Freudian slip.
You've modeled for all the big brands in Pakistan, and you've done all the big campaigns, and you started 3 years ago. 3 years ago is just about when the runways were shutting down for COVID. And so you haven't really seen the rise of the fashion week culture, and you haven't seen the time when a lot of entourages used to go abroad for shows and bow time.
I've not.
So how do you see yourself as a fashion model? Do you think that you're accepted as a fashion model, or do you think that you're a content creator / influencer, which is why you're cast as a model?
No, I am very much known and accepted as a model and as an influencer and a content creator. Luckily, I've made a name for myself in all of these areas. And interestingly, so I've actually done quite a bit of ramp in the early days, like 2018 and 2019, right before COVID hit. I did, you know, a few fashion weeks, but uske fauran baad wohi hua ki wo, you know, it shut down. And I mean, you know, our batch of models never saw like those international troops going abroad for international shows and all of that. And it sounds amazing. I really hope it comes back.
I hope so too.
But
usse pehle, you were working in the development sector.
I was. That's actually something not many people know about me. I was working in the development sector for a good...
studied economics.
I studied economics and development, that's right. And I'm very passionate about the development field in general. You know, I always thought I'd work at the UN or something, and who knows, I might.
Who knows? Absolutely.
You know, I might one day. So I think I learned a lot in my time, you know, working in the development sector. And I also think that's why I feel like I'm very professional, because I've worked in a very professional, corporate,
regimented
environment, regimented working environment. You know, as opposed to a lot of younger girls, kids nowadays who are just coming out of school or haven't even completed degrees, and you know, they're modeling, so they perhaps haven't seen that regimented lifestyle, so they don't know, you know, exactly how it is in a very professional setting. But that work was great. It taught me a lot.
And then you left.
And then I left.
Was it a choice to leave, or did you want to get into modeling, or how did that transition happen?
So I never wanted to get into modeling, by the way.
You didn't?
I never
Why?
wanted to. Because It's really funny, but I used to look down upon modeling. You know, it's the irony that I am a model
That's
now.
interesting, yeah.
And I used to think, ye to bilkul it's brainless work. I mean, why? I don't want to be a model. What am I going to do? Just stand like a mannequin and pose?
Clothes hanger, right?
Yeah. But little did I know, jokes on me, it's not that. Models they're some very smart, intelligent, hardworking women who are supporting their households, they're paying the bills, they're killing it. You know, I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of these women.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of effort. It's not for the weak.
Yeah.
Like we discussed downstairs. It's not easy to be standing in the heat. Bhari bhari apne kapde pehne mein, garmi hai, kapde chubh rahe hain, pose bhi karna hai, shakal bhi achhi dikhani hai, expressions bhi dene, body language, everything has to be perfect. However, everything around you is completely imperfect.
Imperfect, yeah.
So it's not easy. It requires a lot of skill and intelligence. But back to the question, I didn't want to be a model. I was working. I was on this path. And then there came a point where I was unhappy where I was working.
Yeah.
And I felt like I wasn't growing. And there might have been a little bit of disillusionment with the development sector. That's a story for another time. But things in the development sector are very donor-driven and come with, strings attached. Baad mein I realized that no profession is perfect.
Yeah.
Every profession has its ups and downs. You can't run after a perfect profession. But ye time se samajh aayi ye baat to. But my husband actually encouraged me because I would get a lot of modeling offers.
How cool is that?
That is very cool.
That is but Azam does come across as a very cool person.
It's not your regular Pakistani man may not do that, but Azam's not like that. He said, you get these offers, why do you say no? You should do it. He really encouraged me. And another friend of mine actually, who's a very well-known makeup artist, Umair Wakar, you may have heard of him.
Yeah, of course.
He also really encouraged and pushed me. In fact, he got me my first 2 modeling gigs ever in life.
That's really cool.
And he told me you should totally be a model. You have what it takes. And yes, of course, Azam encouraged me, pushed me. So thoda bahut wo bhi shuru kiya.
Was there any resistance at home with your parents or your families? Because abhi bhi bahut se log jo who aren't from the fashion industry, they don't understand ki ijazat kaise milti hai modeling karne ki,
Honestly, I really see that changing now. I see parents bringing in their girls to shoots and waiting side pay while they're shooting. I think it's amazing. I think because they see that there's a new wave of models, they see that the industry has changed. It's not what it used to be. And I'm really glad that, I do feel like my batch of models have a role to play in that as far as that concerns.
But the outsider does see the fashion industry as an extremely catty place, perhaps.
It can be.
And perhaps people do talk about harassment. And especially now with shoots happening between your actors and actresses and fashion models. And we've heard of those stories as well, right?
Yes, we have.
So, I mean, what is the downside to it? What kind of, how good and bad is it?
Like I said, there is a downside to everything, and बिल्कुल सही आप लोगों ने सुना ऐसा ही होता है. There's a lot of harassment, there's cattiness.
There is a lot of harassment.
Not a lot of harassment, but there is harassment.
होती है.
होती है, बिल्कुल होती है. Some people have spoken out about it. There is cattiness, there is politics. ये सब चीजें हैं. But then again, कहाँ नहीं है?
Right.
ये चीजें हर जगह हैं, यहाँ भी हैं, बिल्कुल हैं, they exist. Is it getting better, and is it better than it used to be? 110% yes. Are people able to speak up now more than they were before? Yes.
But
I'm
Fatma,
sure,
has anybody ever spoken out?
Yes.
They have?
Yes.
Okay.
People have spoken out. I'm sure not every single person who's ever been harassed has come out and been vocal about it.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, and I think it's difficult to do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away from that at all. It's not easy. You need to find the courage. And 100 baatein aap sochte hain ki, will people believe me or not believe me? But, I think with the rise of social media, awareness, the global feminist and Me Too movement, I think people are somewhat getting the confidence to be vocal about these things. And on the other end, I feel like predators are also realizing that our time's up.
Yeah.
It's over. We need to be careful. Ye sab nahi chalega.
Yeah. What about the great divide between the television actor, the film actor, and the model?
Yeah.
वो भी तो है. I mean, there was a time when fashion models and fashion actually used to look down on television, and because
Really?
it was the classes versus the masses, and there was a very very strict divide, and they didn't nobody mingled. But then worldwide, you know,
Really?
I mean, actors started appearing on the cover of Vogue, and पहले नहीं होता था. It was used to be just fashion models. But it started changing worldwide. It started changing in Pakistan as well. And then, you know, economically things took a plunge, and people realized that if you put a star on your cover, you'll get, you know, more views, and your
Yeah.
magazine will sell more. As compared
so
to a fashion
interesting.
model. So that entire shift came. We saw that
entire
shift.
shift
Yeah.
came, yeah.
But now we hear of, you know, there's still a divide
There
between
is.
between
yes.
the star, let's call them the star, the television star, and the fashion model.
There is 100% a divide. Abhi recently bhi ek itna bada
Hua
scandal
tha,
hua
yeah.
tha about this, and I'm really glad that, you know, the model had the courage to speak up. She called a spade,
Yeah.
and the industry stood up and
Yeah.
supported her.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just personally think that it's never acceptable to be rude.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, just be kind.
Yeah.
You know, and the bigger the star, the more humble they are. Actually, internationally, तो हमने यही देखा है कि जो हॉलीवुड के स्टार्स होते हैं आपके, वो बड़े humble, down to earth होते हैं. I feel like ये यहाँ पे बड़ा concept है कि मैं, people think that if I act arrogant and if I throw tantrums and if I act like a diva, I'm a bigger star.
Yeah.
But इसमें हम लोगों की ही गलती है. हमारे ही लोग ऐसे लोगों को स्टार बनाते हैं और चढ़ाते हैं. Do not accept such behavior. Why is it acceptable? If I was a brand and my model or actor or whoever I've hired threw a tantrum, that would not be acceptable to me. I would not hire this person. हमारे यहाँ उल्टा उनके आगे पीछे फिरा जाता है, उनको और सर पे चढ़ाते हैं, और it's not cool. It's not nice to be rude.
Yeah, but we have a lot of rude models as well.
We do.
It's not.
You're right.
It's not limited
no,
to.
but that's what I'm saying, by the way. That
any type of
it's never okay to be rude. Like, no matter who you are. I don't mean. I'm not even saying that actors are more rude or models are more
anybody
rude.
who's rude.
Just anybody, not the designer, not the brand, not the photographer. It's not okay to be rude, and it's not okay to, like, just throw tantrums.
Yeah.
Even anybody, the photographer or the makeup artist or whoever, just be kind, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are a lot of television actors who come into modeling. There are also a lot of models who go into television.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered that?
I've been getting this question a lot lately. I wonder if that's a sign.
Am I asking all the cliched questions? Or
no, you're not.
It's just I'm wondering.
You're not at all. But it is something I've considered and I've thought of, and why not? I'd love to give it a go, you know, if and when the right opportunity comes my way.
You're open to it?
I'm open to it, 100%. I used to act in school and do plays, and I did a bit of theater, you know, so yeah, why
So it's funny you bring up acting in school and theater and, you know, your personal life. What is a fashion model's home life like? I mean, how are you, like, glamorous at home all the time, or
not
what
at all.
is a regular day for Fatima?
Oh, I love to be in pajamas. I love to completely dress down. On my off days, I don't want to do any makeup, because on my shooting days, itna makeup, hair, sab kuch hua hota hai. I just want to be clean face with some SPF.
Do you cook?
I actually don't cook. We have house help. We have this guy, he's a great cook. His name is Salman, and he cooks all our yummy desi khana. Both Azam and I, my husband and I, we love desi khana.
You like desi khana? What do you like in desi?
I like chicken karhai and I love sabzi. मुझे सब्जियां मिल जाएं. I love bhindi, phali, karela.
Is there anything that you consciously keep in your diet to maintain your weight or your skin or
protein?
Your hair? You do. You keep protein.
Yes, 100%. So both Azam and I were into fitness, and we work out.
We don't get to see a lot of gym fees.
Yes, you do.
Do we?
Yes, you guys do. Lots of gym videos. Not on my feed, on my stories, yes.
Right,
but also because past few months, I've had such a hectic schedule that my working out has really taken a backseat.
Right, but you are regular.
When I can, yes.
Right.
But I have been like prior to like my extremely
Okay, so there's
busy
protein.
schedule. So
Stay
there's
away from
protein
sugar.
always. So I have a sweet tooth, which is such a problem. It's such an addiction. So now what I try to do is I've replaced sugar with sweetener.
Okay.
So I chaska to
But natural, not artificial, right?
Sweeteners are artificial.
Really?
Yeah.
I think stevia
you know, like
is
stevia.
not, it's not,
so stevia is plant-based, but I think they
Yeah.
also use a little bit of like I don't know what it's called,
Some
erythritol or
chemical.
some chemical.
Okay.
So I use Splenda, stevia, any of these, and then I'll get like these sugar-free desserts. You know, जो home-based businesses बनाते हैं,
बिल्कुल.
Splenda, stevia से,
Yeah.
वो मैं खा लेती हूँ because I love मीठा.
हाँ.
Fruit. I have, but let's be real, I don't have a lot of fruit in my diet. Let's be very real.
Water,
Aajkal,
hydration, I see you
I drink a lot of
water.
yes.
Yeah.
That's something everyone knows about me at shoots, कि ये बहुत पानी पीती है. Except shoots पे, you don't always have bathroom के arrangements, like clean bathrooms. So then I really suffer and I really limit my water intake when that happens. But otherwise, I'll drink like easily 3.5 liters a day. If I have access to a clean bathroom.
That's cool. And I completely get what you're saying, because when you know you don't have a clean bathroom, you avoid any kind of fluid.
Yeah,
absolutely. You don't want to get stuck in a bad bathroom.
And I've been in some bad situations as far as that's concerned, because when I need to go, I need to go. So, yeah.
That must be tough.
It's been tough.
I can imagine that's tough. So, you're the Hiss Muse. Which brand do you feel that you're Muse to? Now, today, if I were to ask you, like, what are the top 3 brands that you feel that you're very, very dearly and closely connected with?
Oh, that's a really tough one. Definitely Farah Talib Aziz, for sure. Sana Safina's, of course, Zainab Chottani.
Yeah.
Ansab Jahangir. There's so many. Is that to sabke naam aa jayenge? But these ones definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in all of their shoots. I mean, that is true. That is true. You're quite a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. And going forward, what is the lifespan of a content creator or a fashion model? How many more years would you give yourself? I think content creation can go on.
Content creation, Instagramming, this goes on.
Yeah.
It grows with you as you grow and evolve.
Yeah.
As an Instagrammer, yes, content creation, जब तक आपने create करना है आप करें.
करें.
Fashion models का definitely lifespan होता है. I think globally, fashion models have a shorter lifespan.
Yeah.
It's very limited.
Right.
In Pakistan, the lifespan is extended, which is great for us. And you know, we see older models who've been around since years and years, like even like a decade or so.
Yeah.
They're still around. The frequency might be less, but they'll come in, they'll do one big campaign.
Which is great, right? And I love how the perception has changed. I mean, 10, 15 years ago, we thought that a fashion model had to be over 5'10". She had to be a certain size. She had to be a certain skin tone, a certain look. And only those looks made it to the bridal shoots, for example.
Right.
And only those heights made it to the runways. But now there's so much inclusivity that you have models who are shorter, who are wider, who are darker, and there's just this tolerance for them, which is so good. Yeah.
It's so great to have more representation.
Absolutely.
And it's so important for brands to be inclusive that way.
Yeah.
I think we could do better in the industry as far as representation goes, but we've definitely taken a few strides forward.
We have, absolutely.
I think so too. I see the difference.
So do I. I think that's a good note to end on. It was great talking to you.
It was wonderful.
And I hope that people are inspired, because, you know, it's a great profession and there's great scope online to become a content creator or an influencer. There's a lot of positivity that you can put out there.
Yeah.
And I would appeal to people as well to be a little more tolerant and not be trolls, you know, and don't bring people down all the time.
Be kind, give love.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, look past it. It's
look past it. I mean, you don't like somebody, don't follow them.
Don't follow them.
It's fine. It's fine to not follow somebody you don't like.
It's totally fine, and you don't have to like comment on everything. You just let it be sometimes.
If you don't have something nice to say, it's okay to not say anything.
To not say anything.
Absolutely.
And if you have something nice to say, you should definitely say it.
Absolutely. It was great talking to you, Fatima. Thank you so much.
It was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
First program. Yeah,
I'm
so happy.
God, I'm so honored to be the first guest on the Muse.
And I'm so happy you were here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mwah.